Hey there! Welcome back to Death Note: A History. This time it's part 3. That's right, part 3. I got enough for part 4 even. But we've done a lot of the beginning. We're gonna do a little bit of the beginning, but then we're finally gonna jump to the middle. So let's start with that. All right, in the beginning, as we've talked about, the goal was serialization, and they went with our Death Note, the Death Note we got, and from the beginning it was mapped out. He knew how he wanted to end it, and so that's where we got. Once we got to the Pinnacle Volume 7, that was when he started having doubts, and he really considered letting L win, but he's like, no. Even from the pilot chapter tells you, and this was his big thing. His big thing was making sure continuity was constant. He would read each chapter multiple times as he went on to make sure it stayed continuous and that he wouldn't miss any details. In chapter 1, he knew how it had to end, and he knew you had to see it. And a lot of people, especially fans who go back and watch it nowadays, they're just like, it should have ended after L dies. Spoiler. It's been 20 years. About. Deal with it. So he did contemplate it. It's true. He thought about it. He thought about changing it, but he's like, he had the ending he wanted. That's why I brought up Bakuman last time around, because they did the same thing. They do the same thing in that story. A lot of the stuff in that, it mirrors their career. They had a good story. They liked it. They just knew when they wanted to end it and how they wanted to end it. So the 13 volumes we see, 12 of the actual story, he knew he wanted it to be done at that specific chapter, the specific way it ended, and that's just how it was supposed to be, man. So many people get mad, but L was gonna take the L. I mean, Light was always supposed to die by Ryuk's hands. It tells you chapter 1. But what I do like is the afterwards, and after that, my next part will talk about the legacy, but I like that the one thing that came from the anime that I liked was that they had that special episode that shows you Light basically becomes a Shinigami. Now, that was never hinted at in the manga, but that was a cool little tidbit they threw at you. So, I'll catch you up for next part in the legacy and the adaptations. Yikes.